Hey guys, Woobai here, and I'm currently on my own account, and I need to rework my clan boss team. I've had a counterattack speed comp team for as long as I've been playing the game. I got lucky a long time ago, and I've slowly progressed for my damage, but I've been at a standstill for about a couple months now, I think. On Nightmare here, 32 million is about the highest that I can get on auto. I never do manual anymore, but on auto, 32 million is about the highest I've ever gotten. I have Martyr, Jarl, and Tyrell I have in here, but I've also used Jarek to replace him. I have Occult Brawler and Rosin. I've tried to replace people like Miscreated Monster, just various people to see if I can increase the damage, but I haven't gotten lucky so far. So I think, Nightmare here, 32 million is about the highest I can get. Ultra Nightmare, I get around 17 to 20 million damage on Ultra Nightmare. I'm speed comped for the Nightmare, so I missed a turn on the Ultra Nightmare. So I could get better gear and not miss a turn and get more defense, more survivability, but it's just not happening. I just can't get, so ideally I need defensive percent, life steal, 6-star gear for gloves, chest, and boots. I need all three of those on life steal to be able to rotate. I only need one of those for each character, but I have to have 4 pieces for each character in life steal because I don't have really any healers that can keep up. So what I want to try to do, so here is my current overview of my clan boss team. And you see Jarl is the slowest on my team. He basically puts up the block debuffs, and then Martyr makes sure everyone has counterattack. I have decent defense here. Everyone other than Occult Brawler is at least over 3,000. Most of them are over 4,000. Occult Brawler is a little low. I need to increase his a little bit. But I have lifesteal in everyone. I have decent accuracy, and my speed is in order for the Nightmare. So other than getting ideal artifact sets or getting the champions, the other champions that I need, I just don't know how to increase my damage with this comp. So what I think I'm going to try is, so on here, I have a new clan boss team on the bottom here that I think I want to try out. I think I need to keep Martyr because she has the defensive down, the attack down, and she has the defensive up and counterattack buff. But I want to try to do a speed team, not relying on the counterattack. So I need a Occult Brawler in here for the poisons, and I'm hoping that since every turn he does, he has a chance to do a passive 5% poison. I'm hoping he can dish out a lot of damage as long as I can stay alive long enough. I don't know. So I have Raglan, and right now she currently is in stalwart gear with speed sets as well. She has decent speed, so 227 speed. If I can get a 30% speed buff on her, that bumps it up to 295. Her defense is a little lower than I would like, and then she has decent HP. So other than her, I think I probably need to revamp my whole team here. I did get Duchess, which I want to try Duchess because she has a revive. She has the AoE mitigation that we can utilize. So I think, utilizing that mitigation passive that she has along with stalwart gear, I'm hoping that will keep me alive long enough and I can take enough turns to do more damage. But I don't have any gear on her. I just got her. So that's going to be a complete rework, getting gear for her. And then I don't know. So I know I need to keep at least Martyr in there and Occult Brawler. What I don't know is, so I must have been Raglan Duchess, but can I get Apothecary in here and lose Rosin? So Rosin, they both have 3-hit A1s, but he has the weaken that I'm going to be missing in this comp if I take him out. So what I want to try is, I want to try to take him out first and put Apothecary in here, because he has that speed buff that if I have a lot of speed on my characters, that's going to bump their speed up quite a bit. And hopefully it's going to help get Martyr enough turns to keep the attack down on, because other than that, I don't have attack down champion since I'm taking out Jarek or Tyrell. So I want to I'll have to split this up into a couple small videos and combine them for you guys, because right now I have about 52 million silver. I have quite a bit of silver, and there is an artifact event going on right now that I can take advantage of, but I don't know. So if I go in here, I don't know if I can do this all in a decent amount of time, because I gotta complete other stuff as well. She is about my only champion that is semi decently geared out for this comp. Other than I think her speed is too low. I'm going to have to destroy. She does my arena. I'm gonna have to take out this resistance probably and get more defense. So I'm going to destroy some of my team comps here. If I adjust Martyr or Occult Brawler, I'm going to screw up my clan boss team that I currently have. So I might be suffering a little bit until I can finalize this. But right now, she is set up ideally for how I need her in my current setup. But if I tweak her speed even a little bit, it's going to throw off my current clan boss team. And Occult Brawler, he is just struggling anyways. He has 1600 defense, really low. He has high HP, but defense is better than HP that I've noticed. His accuracy is good, but I'm going to have to bump up speed and defense on him. And Duchess doesn't have any gear on her. And then Apothecary, he has semi-decent gear on him. 249 speed isn't bad, but his defense is kind of too low. So I'm going to have to bump up defense, I think, unless the stalwart gear for my other champions, along with the heals and the AoE mitigation from Duchess, helps out quite a bit. But I think I still need to rework him as well. So I'm going to break this up into a couple videos and slowly gear these champions up, and hopefully kind of finalize them and show you guys kind of the end result. I don't know if it's going to work. We will see. We will see, because something needs to change. I can't get the champions that I need. So we're going to have to change something else up here. I might have to farm some more gear for Stalwart and Speed gear, because hopefully I don't have to utilize Lifesteal. If I'm going to do this comp, I'm going to have to get a lot of speed and a lot of mitigation, I think. Okay, we're back. We got our first trial. So I only had time to change up Martyr's build, and I've subbed in Apothecary and Raglan. This morning I hit our Void Nightmare, and I did do it on manual because I wasn't really sure how it would handle. But right here I got 34.8 million. That's the highest damage I have ever gotten on a clan boss, period. And later that day, I did an auto on Spirit and got 30 million, which I've never gotten that high before. So I'm pretty excited about this build already. On Ultra Nightmare, I did an auto of that, and I got about a little over 19 million. That is kind of a little on the high end usually. Usually I get about 17 to 20 million on auto for Ultra Nightmare. So already this build is looking pretty strong. Just an overview real quick. So on the bottom here, the only person I've really changed is Martyr. I've gotten her speed up to 243 without any glyphs, and her defense dropped a little bit. It's about 4,400. Great accuracy, and she has Immortal and Speed sets on right now, just because I couldn't mix and match the ideal sets that I want. So other than that, I have Apothecary, Raglan in here to new subs, and with the speed buffs, I have it there. With a 30% speed buff, Martyr will be at about 316, Raglan 308, and Apothecary 324. So here's the gear that I have on Martyr right now. And I also switched up her Masteries as well. So I was able to at least get one speed set and one immortal set, but then I have a broken set here. So I was really just focusing on speed. Anything that I could get speed rolls on, I wanted to go for. So that was a pretty nice shield there. And then on the bottom for, you know, the gauntlets, your chest, and your boots, the gloves and the chest, I want to make sure I kept our defense percent because I don't want her defense to drop too much, but I needed speed substats. And then I went ahead and switched out a defensive percent boots with speed boots. So for her masteries, well, let me show you the overview here, which is pretty much the same as you guys saw in the Excel sheet: 243, 4400, and 273 accuracy. I would like to get her speed up a little more, because if I'm going to sub out Jarek that has the attack down, I think she needs to do more turns. I don't think she does enough turns for Ultra Nightmare to keep up the attack down. I think it's a little too risky right now. But what I did was, on the offensive tree, it's the same. I'll move that here real quick. Nothing's changed there. But the support tree, I've changed it up quite a bit. So normally I would never get any of these turn meter increases. So on all my champions now, I flipped it. So if they go down the support tree and have buffs and debuffs, I've switched them to do turn meter increases. I wanted to make sure that I kept my lasting gifts. And then I was a little on the fence of this one, so I got Sniper for the extra 5% because of her attack down. I could have gotten Master Hexer to increase the duration, but if I ever want to sub Jarek out, I need to make sure that when she does that skill, attack down, that it hits. So that extra 5% goes a long ways. But so now I think I'm going to work on Occult Brawler because his defense is too low. I think his speed is a little too low as well, even though the speed buffs definitely help with his poisons. So I'm going to work on him and see what else I can do, and then we'll do a trial too. Okay guys, this is the last trial for this video, but I think we're on the right track. So on the Nightmare full auto, I was able to get 37.7 million. So I'm really close to the 1 key. Unfortunately for the Ultra Nightmare, it's kind of inconsistent. I've been getting around 15 to 19 million for the Ultra Nightmare. I just don't think I have enough speed to keep up with the heals, since I don't have a lot of heals. I only have one character that has life still on. So I think there's a lot of room for opportunity. Here's kind of an overview. So I worked in Occult Brawler. He now has 194 speed, and I took his defense from 1600 to 3429, and he has Stalwart gear on. He doesn't have life still now, so I don't have that heal capability, so I have to rely on Apothecary and Raglan for my heals if he needs it. But I think overall this is probably the right way to go. Jarek, I bumped up his speed to 213. I really didn't touch anything else. He still has life still on, and then I think he has a broken set. Martyr, she's at 243 still. She has one speed set, a mortal set, and probably a broken set, so ideally I need to get her all speed. And then Apothecary, I haven't even touched yet. I definitely need to rework him. So I'll quickly go through the gear real quick, just in case you guys want to look. So Raglan, she's in Stalwart gear. I need her to stay alive. She revives so many people within these battles that if I get unlucky and she goes down, I'm not going to last very long. So I need Stalwart gear. I need speed set. I don't have good rolls on some of these speeds, so I think I can bump up her speed a little more. So that's not bad shield there. But a lot of these, see, I don't even have a speed roll on this. So there's 5 speed. So I think I can get a lot more speed out of her. I do have a good banner for her that has speed. Ideally, I don't think it's defense banner, but it does have a lot of speed that I need. So I rolled necklace on a lot of these champions with defense, because I need every bit of defense that I can get. So she has a resistance on, which helps me out for arena. But if I want her for clan boss, I need a defensive banner, but I don't want to give up this speed. So that's kind of why I didn't change her up there. Let's see here. Martyr, she needs to have all speed sets. I need her speed insanely high. I need good rolls on this gear, which I don't think they're great. So I got one roll there. There's 12. Not bad. I don't have glyphs on many of these gears, because I was kind of hoping that I would get some better rolls here pretty soon. There's 9, so that's not very good. 14, not bad, and then speed. So I think there's a lot of room for Opportunity and Martyr to get speed. And ideally, I would want this to be defense, but I needed some accuracy there, so I kept that. And then there's 19 speed, so that's actually a pretty good banner. Eventually, I will glyph that up too, get some more speed out of her. But yeah, she needs all speed set. Jarek, I kept lifestealing him because between Apothecary and Raglan and their speed, I just don't have enough healing capability for Ultra Nightmare. So I needed someone to stay in lifesteal gear. Sorry. Hopefully to kind of ease the pain on my healers. So that's a 9 speed. That's not great at all. So he can probably get faster too from looking at some of this gear, but just gonna have to wait. Apothecary, I think, is going to probably be my next character to really rework, because I think I've kept him in some old gear that I've had for him. So the fact that he's doing this good with the gear that he has on him makes me optimistic that I can 1-key Nightmare and maybe eventually 3-key Ultra Nightmare. But yeah, so I mean, some of this gear isn't bad for the speed sets, but some of it is pretty bad. Some of it doesn't even have a roll on it, which if I'm going to just pure speed comp, I need these speed rolls on all this gear. Let's see here. Come on. Okay, so we got defensive there. We got defensive. So he's pretty well set up for some of his accessories. And then Apothecary, I think he probably has the worst gear. So he has 3 sets of speed. His speed should be a lot higher than it is. So I'm actually kind of curious what all's in here, but I know it's not good. So, well, first of all, I got a 4-star, a 3-star, a 4-star. I don't use those anymore for characters. So this is a 2 roll, but only 10 speed. That is horrible. There's 9 speed there. 12 speed, that's kind of okay. 10 speed, so he had, and it's HP. Ideally, I want defense percent. There's a defensive percent, but it's a 3-star and low speed. So he can get a lot more speed. He can get a lot more speed if I just focus my next round of gear that I get from Dragon. If I can focus my gear on him, I think he's going to help me out a lot, because his A2 speed buff helps my team so much, especially when they all have high speed. So, you know, that's kind of my 2 trials. I wanted to show you guys, just see kind of the process that it takes. It was a big change for me from going from a counterattack speed comp team to just a pure speed team. So it was kind of new for me, so I thought I would share it with you guys. But anyways, hope you enjoyed it, and I'll talk to you guys later. Thank you.